Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Life and Happiness Podcast, the show that takes you on a journey of exploration. We'll discuss tried and true methods alongside the latest trends of how to best live your life to its fullest and happiest. From psychology to meditation, science to self-help books, the GSMC Life and Happiness Podcast will help you to discover what makes you happy and how you can live life being the best you possible.
Okay, so maybe it's not that simple of a question, but it made you think, didn't it? Of course, there's always factors behind our responses to a question. Will I be affected positively or negatively about it? Am I scared of it? Is it worth the effort? People are scared of saying yes. They're scared of the what ifs. What if I say yes and it backfires on me? Or what if I say yes and I regret it? Or maybe it has a negative outcome later on down the road. Yeah, okay. But what if you say yes and it's the best decision of your life? What if you say yes and it opens up a door to endless amounts of possibilities? I'm going to talk to you about the importance of saying yes. We limit ourselves every single day. We find reasons to hold ourselves back. Why do we do that? We stop ourselves from saying yes to a new job offer because we're scared of change, or we stop ourselves from following our dreams to move to a new big city in fear that we won't make new friends. Or we stop ourselves from speaking our mind in fear we might be judged and rejected or looked down upon. We make excuses. We think this is the right decision right now, and we try to move on. And maybe some of us do. But I know when I want something, and I make myself resist for some silly reason, I can't stop thinking about it. A lot of the time, we don't realize how unhappy this truly makes us. We might not feel the unhappiness till way later on down the road when all of a sudden Karen, the girl you graduated business school, takes the job offer is now in the exact place you want to be. You feel jealous and bitter and angry. Why isn't that me? That should have been me. Well, you had the opportunity, but you said no. And now you're left with the consequences. It all boils down to fear. We're scared to go after our dreams and to say yes to opportunity because we're scared of failure. That we won't succeed in the long run, or that we won't be good enough, or maybe even that we don't think we deserve it. It's the fear of the unknown, the fear of the what ifs. We're living behind closed doors. But I look at it as even worse, closed glass doors. We see what we want, we see what we could have. It's even in our damn reach sometimes. But instead of opening that door and strutting our way through, we stay on the other side and we mope. Often the feelings of loneliness and disappointment fills our heads, and we've made no progression. We're right where we started. It's important to understand that dreaming is different than doing. I fell into the habit of dreaming about what I wanted in life. It would give me a moment of delight to close my eyes and just imagine all of my dreams have come true. I'd often have a smile on my face or maybe even a little chuckle. My friends and my family, they would look at me in weird confusion. What are you thinking about? But dreaming is different than doing. Yes, I had a moment of delight when I fantasized about my goals and I thought about what I really wanted, but it was only for a moment. I learned quickly that actually doing and taking steps towards my goal is what genuinely made me happy. We can't just step outside and accept our dream job offer. We need to take steps. Even if they are baby steps, you are doing. You are moving forward. And that baby step towards achieving your actual end goal brings a lot more happiness than just thinking about it before you go to sleep every night. Even a baby step brings you confidence. It inspires you to take the next step, to say yes, because you're just that much closer. It's natural to be scared of failure. What if I give it my all and I fail miserably? What if I go out of my comfort zone and it completely backfires on me? But if you keep yourself hidden away in the dark, you're going to fail no matter what. If you hide yourself away, you're going to be letting yourself down. So give it a shot. With failure comes lessons. Failing can actually help you better yourself in so many ways. It can lead you down the correct path. Maybe you failed at something, but it made you see that that's not truly what you wanted, or it opened up another door for you that you never would have thought of. Failing means you're growing. If you got everything handed to you, you wouldn't be the person you are today. Our failure and our successes mold the person who we are. We need to appreciate those fails, appreciate those successes just as much. Without failing, we never could have picked ourselves back up and tried even harder, proven to ourselves and to the people around us that we are strong and we can achieve our goals. Failing means you're growing. You're learning from things. It's also inevitable. It's going to happen in some sort of way. Whether you say yes to the opportunity or not, you're going to find yourself failing at things. So you might as well fail and get up and try again and work harder in your life for what you truly want. So say no only if you want to go backwards, because saying yes will help you move forward. Even if it doesn't turn out the exact way you want it, you move forward by learning something new and growing from that. Saying no will push you backwards, and no one likes to erase their progress. By saying no to opportunities, you're taking a step back on yourself, on the things that could happen, on the things that you could learn. We get scared to say yes to an opportunity because it's terrifying. Change is scary. Moving forward can be very scary for people. We feel discomfort in the unknown places in our life, but we need to focus on that excitement and that rush that we get from saying yes. We take a leap of faith and in ourselves. Take a leap of faith in yourself, because it's so powerful than the feeling we get from discomfort. Not all of us are adrenaline junkies. Not all of us crave the excitement of something new and thrilling. But feeling excited about something is a lot better than feeling disappointed or regret. I don't think anyone can argue with me there. Know that you don't have to lose what you already have. You might be scared to say yes because often we think to gain one thing, we have to give up another. But that's not always the case. Saying no comes with a sense of comfortability. You say no because it's the most convenient thing to do. Of course, there's always the possibility of saying yes to too many things, causing you to be overwhelmed and stressed. Or maybe you say yes because you just want to please everybody. A lot of the time, we feel like saying yes means that we are saying yes to others. Like we'll be adding more and more onto our plate by taking on all these responsibilities and tasks, or events or favors, whatever it might be. But really, we can be saying no to others while saying yes to ourselves at the same time. You don't have to say yes to every single thing or every single problem or person that comes up to you and asks you to do something. By you saying no is actually you saying yes to yourself, to your mind, to your growth, how you're truly feeling. Saying yes involves self-reflection. It involves touching deep down into what you truly want. So maybe you're not saying yes out loud every single time, but you're saying yes to the opportunity of yourself, the opportunity to relax or reboot, or you're channeling what you truly want and you're taking care of yourself. Unfortunately, in social settings, we feel the pressure to be at every event and to say yes to every favor that somebody asks us. But yes, you need to say yes to opportunity, but that doesn't mean that you do need to be at every single event. Say yes to yourself by saying no to others. There's so many reasons why you should say yes to opportunity. That next yes could change your life. The next yes could introduce you to your soulmate. The next yes could open up your doors to your dream job or your favorite life experience. But also, the next yes could be the next step of evolving into the best version of yourself. It could be something that you really grow from. Life is a journey of constant changes and adaptations or to whatever the obstacles that life throws at us. So experience life in a positive perspective by using the word yes more often. We have the ability to say yes to life. We have the ability to choose, free will, to say yes to ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to feel good by saying yes to helping others and opening up new doors. One of my favorite stories is that Walt Disney was actually fired from Kansas City Star because his editor thought he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Or Oprah Winfrey was publicly fired from her television anchor job for getting too emotionally invested into her stories. There are so many successful people out there that have failed, that have even said yes to opportunity and it not turn out the way that they wanted. But they still are successful. They still got up and they still said yes to more things. And now look at them. We view them as very successful figures in our lives and that we look up to. You get back up and you continue to say yes to opportunities. You continue to say yes to yourself, to personal growth, to being the best version of you. Give yourself a challenge. You can start small, maybe 1 month, and say yes to every opportunity. Then maybe do 6 months and 1 year. Work your way up. Just say yes to every chance that you can. That's including saying yes to yourself and maybe no to the outside world. But see what kind of opportunities open up for you and what kind of things that you actually learn about yourself and your personal growth. Start doing some self-reflection throughout this time. Write these things down. Make a journal about all the things that you said yes to or the things that you said no out loud. But yes to yourself and it made you feel so much better. Challenge yourself with saying yes. Yes is only a 3-letter word. It's a small word, 1 syllable. It's easy to say. Yes. So why do we find it so difficult to say it? It's because this small little word, this simple word, has a million things that can come out of it. Endless opportunities. Ways of growth and new experiences of a life from this tiny little 3-letter word that we are so scared to use. We hold ourselves back. We say no and we don't take risks and chances in life because of how scary this little tiny word is. And I get it. Saying yes is scary. It is terrifying. But I think what's more terrifying than saying yes is missing out on all of the great things life has to offer because we held ourselves back, because we said no to something that deep down we know we should have said yes. That's more terrifying. The fact of missing out on life and missing out on experiencing things and opportunities and actually achieving our goals and going after what we want. Like, if I could tell you that by saying yes, you would get everything you've ever wanted, you would say yes then, right? So, why aren't you? You might say yes and you might fail and you might not get everything that you want right away. Of course not. But you're one step closer. And even if you do fail, you're learning, which makes you one step closer because you're growing and you're evolving into the person that you want to be, into the best version of you. And you're learning about yourself by saying yes to yourself, by being connected and grounded to who you are. Saying no can mean saying yes. Think about it. Say yes to opportunity. Say yes to life. Okay, so now you're looking through that glass door. You see an opportunity knocking on the other side.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Life and Happiness Podcast, part of the GSMC Podcast Network. You can find the show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type in GSMC to find all of our shows. From the GSMC Podcast Network, from sex and relationships to health and wellness, life and happiness, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's episode of the Golden State Media Concepts Life and Happiness Podcast.